Hi everyone, Kim here with Card Creations by Kim.blogspot.com, and this is my third video of the Halloween decorations that I'm making. Now I started, this is the frame I used, and this is actually the frame on Happy Hauntings Cricut cartridge, and I cut everything out the way it was in the manual, I guess you call it, but I couldn't figure out how to hook the back thing into that, so I did it a little differently, and I'll show you how I did that. And I also used different colors. Instead of the orange and the black, I did white, and this actually sits up. So can you see that? So here we go. We're going to go ahead and try to get this done. I got my kids home, and I don't usually videotape when they're here, so we'll try it. Okay, so the spider, I popped it up with real thick foam adhesives, and he is from Essentials, which I bought this in the dollar bin at Joann's. And the frame spider web, actually, I cut out at 5.5 inches because I want to do more than one on this page here, which I also picked up at Joann's, and it's real thick, and I liked it. So, but it wouldn't do 6-inch. It wouldn't do 4 of the 6-inch. It would only do 5.5, and then it thought that there wasn't any room for it. So anyway, I just did 2 at 5.5. So that's the white, and then I cut this out at 5.5, and that's going to go right on top of that. And this is the back, and then this is the pedestal. And then I also used 3M transparency film for to put the photo in, and that goes in there as well. And then I cut out the Trick or Treat with just some bright orange cardstock that I had in my supplies. And this here is actually chipboard. This as well, because I wanted it to be real thick and sturdy for a photo frame. And I got this at Joann as well. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you in the camera, but there's black and off-white, and then just the basic color of chipboard. Set that aside. Alrighty, so I think the first thing that we want to do, I'm going to put this paper towel down, is put the spider web on the actual frame. Like this. And you know what I did was I just used my Tombow, and just a little bit, I didn't use a lot. There we go. Mostly doing the edges, just kind of dabbing here and there. I have a tendency to overdo it with my glue, so I have to be careful. But you know, I felt it was important to get it around here because I didn't want that popping up. Now on this particular white paper, it's pretty thick, so just to play it safe on my Cricut Expressions, I hit the multi-cut function and cut it twice, just using a regular blade, not a deep cut blade. And then I did the same thing on the chipboard as well. I didn't put a deep cut blade, I just hit the multi-function. I mean the multi-cut, multi-function. Alright, so let's try and get this lined up, and I'm trying to get it lined up with the oval in the middle. Like that. And with this glue, it's a little bit flexible as far as there. That looks good. Alright, now on the back of this, I want to go ahead and I want to put some foam adhesive, which I had sitting here, and now I can't find it. Oh, there it is up here. And I'm going to cut this so that it's in strips. And I'm going to put one here as close to the circle as possible without it showing. And just like that. Because I'm going to put the acetate on this, and then the person can slide the picture down in. Now I cut the acetate out at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So the person can put in a 3.5 by 3.5 photo maybe, or a 3 by 3. And I'm going to line it up so that the bottom is just like that. Perfect. Alright, so this is my back. There's no texture to either one of them. And then there's these little slits here, like I said, where I was like, oh, how do I do that? And that doesn't fit all the way, which is okay. So let's use some score tape for that, because glue's going to be messy. I thought this was really cute. All in all, it turned out good. And I can't remember if I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I did a 4-inch, this one here, and I did the back the same way. That's the 4-inch, but I thought it was a little too small, so that's why I upped it to the 5.5. I mean, you can still probably fit a photo in there. And then get a little bit more score tape. Ooh, I'm running low on score tape here. This really doesn't take that long either. All right, let's get this off. I really do like this Happy Hauntings thing. I want to do the other pictures that they have as well. Try that out. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. Like so. And okay, let's pretend this is a picture. They can, I don't know if it's going to be too big, but what they'll do is they'll slide their picture down in behind the acetate. That's too big. Well, you get the idea. Oh, maybe I'll try it this way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you can't see it, the black. That's funny. Bad example, Kim. Anyway, so that's where their picture will go, down into there. All right, now let's move this aside. What I'm going to do next is you can use a scoreboard or ScorePal or whatever you have, but I'm actually going to do this by hand. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking from this corner and I'm just going straight down, and the same for this one, and I can adjust it as I need to. That one was kind of wobbly, it's okay. And I'm going to fold this in. I want to try to get both of them to be as even as possible. And this is the chipboard. I think I mentioned that. Just like this. Okay, and that's going to hold your picture. So let's get some more score tape. I'm going to get some bigger score tape this time. Get a little bit wider. And we're going to put it, now let's use glue. Just in case I need to move it around, I don't want to rip the paper. I'm almost out. They sell this kind of glue now at Joann's, which is very exciting because I was only able to get it at my local scrapbooking store, and it's like $4, but I can use my coupon if I buy it at Joann's. Okay, now the way that I did this to make sure that this picture would stay up was I held, I don't know if you can see this, this like this, and I just backed the frame up to it like that, and I didn't do anything with it. I kind of just let it start to dry on its own to see if the frame would actually, the pedestal would actually hold up the frame, and it looks like it is. So it's on there right. It's just about even with the back of it, so that might help you when you're making it yourself. Like I said, I don't know how you're supposed to put it together according to the manual, but anyway, so I added this little spider. Oh, I forgot my little pop dot. And then, you know, it just occurred to me that I didn't cut the shadow out on my trick or treat word. So we're just going to go back to looking at the frame for a minute, and I'll do that. You know, this has already got a little bit of a foam adhesive on the back of it, but I wanted this spider to stick out a little bit. So I'm going to put that here and set this aside and just show you again the Trick or Treat is from Happy Hauntings. I think it's towards the beginning. Is it that one? No, it's one with a little spider. Almost there. And I cut that at 1.5 inches. I could have cut it bigger because I had a little bit of problems because it was so small. This is it right here, and that's on page 32. Again, I cut it out at 1.5. So you could probably go 2 and it would be a lot easier to do that. Okay, so there's the frame. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment on my blog at cardcreationsbykim.blogspot.com. And gosh, I'm ready to do some more decorations. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.